I didn't like the 40-hour work week. Hi creatives! Today I have a new video for you guys. And for those who are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Linda and I make videos to help you improve to become the better you. Today I want to talk about something that has really impacted my life. So let's get into it. We are going to talk about my opinions about the 40-hour work week. So I have worked I started my first full-time work week in the August of 2019. And soon enough, I came to realize something that a lot of my loved ones have already realized about me in general. It was maybe the 40-hour work week wasn't for me. Over the next 10 to 11 months that I worked full-time, I saw problems. I had backaches all the time, and it was just like I didn't know where it came from and how to make it go away. I had Sunday antsies. Basically, like as soon as Sunday comes around, you start getting really nervous because it's almost time for work. It made me feel like I had no time to myself. I was always worried about food. Food was a big problem for me, always, like in life in general too. While working the 40-hour work week, I couldn't go home and eat food and then go back to work. Like that was gonna take too long. So I packed food for myself and I would make food on the weekends, which is 3 to 4 hours of time that I have to go grocery shopping, find recipes, cook the food, pack the food, and just like bring it to work every day. And I had to do that because I just couldn't afford to eat out all the time. And because of all of these reasons, I just felt I was in a loop with my life where it was like, today I do this, today I do that, today I do this, today I do that. And it was just very predictable and anticlimactic. While I was working during this time, towards the end of my internship, I started seeing a purpose coach. She helped me figure out my purpose in life and helped me figure out just what I really wanted. And I realized that this wasn't the life for me. Like this wasn't something that I would wake up the next day and go to work and like get into a car accident. If I get into a car accident, I would not be happy with my life and how I chose to spend it. And because of that, I just noticed that I've been asleep in lament with my life. I feel like a lot of it came from just the past trauma of not being able to do what I could do, like being like at a house without transportation and like people not taking me places, like my foster parents not taking me to places, or like things not happening for me. It was just really hard to say like I had control over my life. And I think because of that, I realized I like stopped controlling my life and just started relinquishing my control of my life to other people. And because of her, I realized something really important, and that was how much control I had in my life. And there were things that I can't control for sure, and there are things that I can control, and I just need to make sure that I control the things I can control. Because like finding a job, like I need the job to survive, but the job I do is something I can choose. And choosing something that I'm not going to be happy with isn't going to be my purpose. Like isn't going to help me bring me joy or motivation to keep going. And it just made me realize, it made me just like get up from my slumber of, hey, like I can't do anything, to, hey, I can do this. Like I can actually make something happen. I don't have to wait for other people to hand it to me. Okay, so back to the 40-hour work week. After noticing I was getting unhappier and just sadder, I talked to my supervisor. And me and my supervisor talked about just like my work and what was going on with my life and they gave me a choice. They told me that I could work harder and try to get things done, or I could find something else. And I felt really threatened at that point. I felt like, I don't know. I just felt like I was gonna lose this opportunity that was so great. And so I like immediately was like, no, I want to work harder. Like, I want to do this. And then during the week, I had like a part-time job, a 20-hour part-time job. And then on top of that, I had the full-time job. And then during that, I was also working like 10 more hours for them. So it was more like 70 hours of working altogether. And it was too much. So over the weekend, I just realized that I don't have to have this. And this wasn't my only opportunity. And I was okay. Like, I was okay to live my life if I wanted to. And that's something I want to do. I want to live. I want to live a life of no regret, of taking life by the horns. So I spent the weekend mulling over the fact that I was gonna quit. And I just went over everything in my head about what happened, what has been happening. And then I realized that the reason why I got into coding was because the opportunity was just in front of me. It was just easy. It was in my reach, within my grasp. And so I just felt like maybe this is for me. And during this time, like now that I'm waking up from my slumber, I'm noticing that like things that come easy might not be what you're destined to do. Like maybe things that are worth it are worth you working harder for. And I realized that like I can like coding, I can like doing this, but I could like it as a second thing, and I could just do it as on my free time, but I didn't have to spend all my time doing something that I felt was like confining. Because while I loved coding, I didn't like the 40-hour work week. I realized that I needed to be in the driver's seat of my life. And that was one of the biggest lessons I took from that. These lessons were some really hard lessons to take in because, I don't know, I was sleeping. I didn't even realize all this was happening in front of me, and I was just like going through the daily life, and I was just like droning out and anything my gut was saying, like, hey, this is ridiculous. You need to do something else. You need to figure something else. And it was just ongoing. It was just like, hey, this is crazy and I can't figure out why I have this feeling. Take these lessons and self-reflect on your life. Think about some lessons that you could take on the things that you have done. And think about what's gonna happen if you die tomorrow. Like, it's a really morbid fact, but like, I think there's a beautiful balance of what if I die tomorrow, and also of I'm gonna spend 20 years to live. But at the end of the day, like, you need to do something you love. And if I didn't love something, I knew it wasn't for me, then like, I needed to figure something else out. Something that would make my gears turn and make me happy to do what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to take some time for yourself today, for some self-care, for some self-love, for some self-reflection, for some self-thought, anything. Like, just work on yourself. Have a great day, creatives. I wish you the best of luck.